Hello, and we're live. So, welcome from wherever you are in the world at the moment. Watching this either live or on a replay. We've got going live on Facebook. We've got the replay going live on going on Instagram and YouTube later. I've got this crazy setup. I've got like 2 phones, a microphone, a light. I'm proper like geeked out on this stuff now. It's like, put an IT guy in charge of one of these things and he comes up with all this crazy stuff. But if you're joining on YouTube, welcome to this channel. We're talking everything mindfulness, mental health and spiritual well-being, trying to help people cope with life and talking about some experiences and some understandings of how I've dealt with my life and things that I've come across and some techniques to deal with things that come up. So to get started, if you are joining us live today on Facebook, drop us a heart. If you are watching a replay on Facebook and Instagram, drop us a smiley face. And if you're on YouTube, give us a thumbs up. It's really helpful to know, to see who's with us, and it gets those Facebook and Instagram algorithms firing up so that this message gets shared to more and more people. The more people like it, the more people it shows it to, which is absolutely amazing. So thank you for joining me. For what we're talking about today, just going to quickly cover the topic of who you are, who you really are. We've talked about this before, kind of referred to it in most of my videos, but it is like the core of mindfulness, it's the core of meditation, it's the core of spirituality, it's the core of all of that, the really underlying issues, who you really are. And when I was thinking about this the other day, I was thinking of the one of my favourite spiritual teachers. He says his name is Michael Singer. He does some brilliant books if you're interested in reading that. He's got Untethered Soul and The Surrender Experiment, which is a story of his life, which is amazing. Anyway, that's another topic, but if you're interested, go and look those up. But it kind of, he starts a lot of his lectures by saying, are you in there? And it kind of reminded me of the knock knock jokes you used to do when you were younger. And it's like, knock knock, who's there? Or me, which means that, is that the me, the real me? Or is that the ego that's answering? And so it kind of made me think of that's where the title of this video came from, the knock knock. It made me chuckle. But yeah, so I'm talking about who you really are. And like I said, we've addressed this in some of the other videos. It's called many things. Many different spiritual teachers refer to it with the same stuff, but it covers the same thing. Some people call it presence, some people call it being, some people call it awareness. Atman is another type phrase for the indwelling being, the spirit, soul, consciousness. Loads of different terms for it. It all kind of covers the same thing. Is this the awareness in you or in me, And when we know who you is or who I is, we can start by knowing that we're not our thoughts. We can start by knowing that we don't have to pay attention to them. And that's where we can get away from anxiety and depression and negative thoughts. And, it kind of softens it to start with, and it allows us to meditate and really get away from those things. So, so this is your reminder today, I guess, is knock knock, who's in there? Who is it that's answering? Is it, are you the one that's answering, or are you the one that's hearing the answer? For me, the way I understand it, it's me that's hearing it. I'm the one that hears my thoughts. I'm the one that sees out of my eyes. I'm the one that hears my ears. I'm the one that is the awareness that's able to look at those things. If I take away any of those senses, I can look at other things. If I am concentrating on one thing, I won't even realise that my thoughts are doing something else. And that's that power, that's that focus of awareness, the light of consciousness, if you like. It's like a torch. What am I shining my torch on? Am I shining my torch on something I want to see, or am I shining my torch on something that I don't want to see, and I don't even know that I'm shining that on there? And for most of us, throughout most of our life, It's the latter. You know, we're shining our torch on these unconscious thinking patterns, and that's all we're aware of. And the core of mindfulness, the core of meditation, the core of spirituality is knowing that that is not, you don't have to do that. You know, you are not your thoughts, you don't have to believe them, therefore you can shine that torch on something different. It takes practice, don't get me wrong. Like in my instance, I didn't kind of realise this stuff until recently, and I've spent 30 years shining that torch, like absent-mindedly, excuse the pun, but on all kinds of things, and not being able to, not kind of realising what that was. And now that I've learned this stuff, I've realised I can choose what I'm looking at. I can really choose, you know, how I'm shining this stuff, and it kind of, it opens up the world, and it opens up being and peace. You know, all this anxiety and depression that I suffered with long before, all the fear that I've always grown up with. It really this kind of really softened this. I realised that I don't have to listen to that voice is battering me about all this stuff that's going on in the world, and that is the core of what we teach, or what I practice and what I teach as well. And it's okay when you realise you're not present, you're not in the moment, you're in your thoughts. It's not an issue. It just is. And the paradox is that as soon as you realise that you're not present, as soon as you realise that you're in your thoughts, you are in fact present because you're aware. You know, you're aware. So don't beat yourself up. If you're trying this stuff and you're practicing this stuff, don't beat yourself up. Just bring that awareness away and go, oh, okay, I was in my thoughts then, and bring it back, and it's just constant over and over and over again. Something came to me the other day in meditation. It was a quote. I chucked it on one of the other groups that I won, and it says, "If you're presently aware that you're not present, you're not presently present, you are in fact present." And it's like so true, and it's funny as well. Anyway, that's all it really is today. Just a really quick reminder of who you is. The knock joke just made me laugh. I want to give a shout out to a good friend of mine who found this t-shirt for me. It's absolutely awesome. Save the chubby unicorns. And just for her as well. This is fluorite. This is the crystal I'm wearing. I'm always wearing crystals. This one just helps and keep me balanced and grounded, and I really like it. So yeah. So if there's any, just one last thing, if there's any dads out there who maybe have experienced some kind of mental health or anything like that, if there's a questionnaire in my profile. It's a 5-question questionnaire, really quick, really easy, take you 1 minute to do it, and it's just helping me kind of see what kind of help fathers may need, especially if fathers around their 30s, what help and assistance they may need in life to kind of live the best life they can, and while living their best life, help their children live their best life. By being present, practicing being, letting go of resentments, all that kind of stuff. And I'm really looking at covering that and helping people. But I need to know some market research. I need to understand what the real issues are, and so I can really get to the root causes. So great, perfect. There's also a link in my profile for my YouTube account if you like this video. There's more on there. There's meditations on there, and if anyone wants any more content or likes this content, please just comment in the comments below. Like I said before, let's get these algorithms firing. Drop likes, drop comments below. It's really helpful. And yeah, great. So, and also if anyone's got any subjects they want me to cover, any experiences they need help with or anything like that, please contact me. I'm always around, literally always around, because I'm not in the office anymore. So please, just drop me a message, and I will help. Or maybe it will be an inspiration for a video that helps someone else. So thank you for being here. For those on YouTube, thanks for joining, thanks for subscribing. It's absolutely amazing. Support's been phenomenal. And I will see you soon. Okay, cheers.